Hey guys, I'm the Straya Guy in China, and today I want to talk to you about the fenced-in lifestyle that is China. Now, I live in somewhat of a crowded city here in China, and China in itself is a massively populated country. And because of such, they live commonly in apartment lifestyles. Now, because of this, it makes a very congested area where people are going to have to obviously build upwards instead of outwards. And because of this, people have these areas in their complex that are walled off. It's a very, I guess, some people might find it a claustrophobic lifestyle, other people find it more safe and secure. Now, these kind of complexes can have everything from play equipment to seating areas. It can have convenience stores, and it's all stored within one single area that is walled off. Now, these walled off areas can have varying degrees of quality. It's one of the things I've actually found here in China is there is some degree in certain areas of dilapidation in both buildings or walls or just the general structure and upkeep of the lifestyle that people have. And for example, where I live, the walls are quite nice. It's quite neat. The entranceway is very clean, very tall. It looks very, I guess, fortified, you might say. Versus if I travel just down the road, maybe 5 minutes away, you can find buildings that are less impressive or less quality, you might say. But the more interesting part is they still have to have this structure of a compound that has walls around it. They still want that safety or security that comes with being boxed in. And well, in this case, it means putting up a very simple wall and covering it with glass and barbed wire, razor wire, all kinds of protection to make sure they keep this boxed style life continued and that level of safety, I suppose. I'm not 100% sure how safe people feel here in China about people coming and breaking into their homes, but I suppose it does make sense when you have so many people to have a more secure area. Now, that being said, not only does it keep people out, but it also makes the area inside enjoyable too. For example, you've got this considerable sharing area where people feel comfortable maybe to leave their bicycle or sometimes their children's play equipment nearby. And sometimes they share this with other children. You see some children coming out and playing together. And it gives this level of safety, I suppose, where a parent can feel that their child might come down from their 20th floor apartment and they can run around and play outside without the dangers of running onto a road and getting hit by a car. And they could also feel perhaps a bit more safe about letting their child have a bit of independence in that way too. Now, that being said, I guess compared to myself, I live in a country where it's a lot less people. There's a lot less people in Australia and we're just as spread. So we have a lot of homes and a lot less apartments, especially in my hometown. So in my hometown, quite commonly we have streets. In our street area, we have things like we call a cul-de-sac, where you'll have a set group of homes, and then at the end of the street, you'll have parkland or some natural environment. And this means that when parents send their children out to play or when children go outside, that they might play in their neighboring street, they might play on the road as it's not so busy, or they might be able to travel to the end of their street, the cul-de-sac, and there will be this grassed area with play equipment or open fields that they can run around or kick a ball on. And I suppose that's a very big difference here that I've experienced so far in China, is that if I walk one direction or another direction, especially in this city lifestyle, you don't really encounter these natural park environments or this natural playing environment that one might find in my own country. And I guess I grew up with this kind of, you play on the street, maybe you kick a ball or you use your bin as a goalpost. And when a car comes, you say, car, and everybody gets off the road. So I think the growing up lifestyle in a complex gives that level of safety, but also maybe loses a little bit of exploration or trust, I think I had when I grew up. So as an adult, I think the biggest thing for me that I miss is walking in natural environments. So there are some great things. You've got that security, you've got the safety, you've got that kind of convenience of everything inside, but natural environment and maybe a little bit of freedom, I feel, is lost through the lifestyle of complex living in China. Now, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of insight into what my experience so far is here with lifestyle here in China. If you have interests in some of the topics I've talked about, perhaps you can leave a comment below in what you've experienced or what you think about complex lifestyle. And if you like me giving information like this, make sure you hit subscribe, hit like, leave those comments so I know to do more informative videos like this, and it may be your topic next time too. Anyway, it's been fun. I'm the Straya Guy in China, and I don't have a clever sign off.